I'm with Fabio Colombo from Accenture, and we are discussing the Digital Operational Resilience Act, which, although targeted at financial services companies, Fabio, has a broader impact, particularly on ICT providers.
Yeah, ICT providers are one of the, big topic for this regulation because ICT risk is not only in the financial institution, but is in the supply chain and the broader third and fourth parties that support this type of services. So the idea is to have all these parties in scope of the regulation.
So what does DORA mean for ICT providers? What do they need to know?
It's not something really different. There are already regulations from ECB in terms of how you need to manage this type of outsourcing, but it's wider in scope. So for an ICT provider, they will have obligation in terms of type of information that they need to give to the financial institution. They will also need to gather information from their supplier, so what we call four parties, to be sure that you don't have weak chain in your supply chain. This will be a sort of new golden rule for the financial institution. So please expect banks and financial institutions will ask, what are you doing to comply with DORA? It's not a certification, but if you think of DORA in terms of a new level of good practice, good management, by being compliant with DORA, I will be chosen as one of the best ICT provider because by doing that, I will set up a good rules in terms of consistently going to reduce risk and to increase cyber and operational resilience in the market.
Accenture is one such provider. What are you doing? How are you preparing?
Yes, we are preparing with an internal project. We started some months ago. We studied the DORA regulation, the FTS, the ITS, did a gap analysis because we already have a good set of standards and procedures, but we need to understand if there is any gap or any good practice that we need to put in place. We need to understand if there are new obligations that we need to put in place in our contractual agreements, both with subcontractors and with financial institutions. So it's a complex project, but we started in the right time frame, and now we have 1 year in terms of putting in place the right additional countermeasures to comply with this complex regulation.
Thanks for watching. Click now to find out what DORA means for board members and CEOs, and for an overview of the principle-based regulation. And please subscribe for the latest international business insights from worldfinance.com.